Well, it looks like Henry's leaving for his hike. Wait! What does he have with him? That's not how you dress. It's important that you wear hiking boots that are tall for ankle support and have good traction for slippery roots and rocks on the trail, and that they are Gore-Tex, which means they are waterproof and let your feet breathe. This also means that your feet will stay dry. When wearing your hiking boots, it's best to wear wool synthetic blend socks because they wick water and sweat away from your feet into the atmosphere. This means your feet will stay dry and warm. Cotton socks are not ideal because once they get wet, they do not dry. Something else that's important for feet is Crocs, because at the campsite you don't want to wear your heavy hiking boots after wearing them all day. So it's nice to have other shoes to change into. Crocs are best because they are closed-toed and are rubber, which means they aren't flammable and they can go in the water. Moving on to clothing, we'll start with synthetic shorts. Synthetic shorts are best because they don't absorb water, which means when you sweat, they'll dry quickly. They're also great because they are lightweight and stretchy. It's important to wear synthetic underwear, not cotton, because synthetic underwear dries quickly, so when you're wearing it under your synthetic shorts, they both dry and you stay nice and dry. On your top half of your body, it's important to wear lots of layers. This includes synthetic short sleeve and long sleeve shirts and fleece. The synthetic shirts wick water and sweat away from your body, which keeps you dry, even if it's raining. And then the fleece insulates your body heat, which means you stay warm. Then, for over all these layers, in case it rains, it's important to have a rain jacket. Because rain jackets are waterproof, which means the water should stay on the surface of them and keep the person wearing it dry. They work best when layered over synthetic shirts and fleece. Something else you might want to have, just in case there's a change in weather, is a pair of pants. Because if the weather gets colder, you can put these on over your shorts or instead of your shorts. And they're also great for sleeping in. It's best that these pants are also synthetic because then they can do the same thing as your shorts and shirts and wick sweat away from your body. Something else you should bring in case it gets cold is a synthetic puffy jacket. These are great because they are lightweight, which means they're easy to pack, and because they keep you warm even when they're wet. If it was feathers inside, then it would get soggy very easily. Now that Henry is dressed properly for his hike, let's talk about gear that he'll need to pack in his backpack. In this video, you can see his overnight pack, which is great because it can fit lots of things. And on the outside, you can see his tent at the top and his sleeping pad on the bottom. The tent will be for sleeping in, and the sleeping pad is great because it's very comfy when you're sleeping in your tent. To start off gear, we have our whisper light and our fuel bottle. These are for heating up water and cooking our food. You need a lighter so you can start the whisper light. Next, we move on to first aid things you might need for your gear. The first is an emergency blanket. It is recommended that you bring an emergency blanket just in case you get lost or it gets really cold, so you can wrap yourself up and insulate yourself to stay warm. Something else that's important to bring for first aid is a first aid kit. These have band-aids, moleskin, and other things like Advil or anything you might think you need to help yourself if you get injured or another hiker. While bug spray is optional, sunscreen is not. It's important that you wear sunscreen and a baseball cap to protect your face and your scalp from the sun. At higher altitudes, it tends to be more intense. Something else that is important is hydration. This is why you should always have two 32-ounce water bottles so you can drink water. If you run out of water, you use iodine tablets. These help purify water from streams. Another essential is navigation. This means you always need to have a map and a compass, which is not in this video. A map can help you find your way if you get lost or if you're just checking up on where you are. A few things that were not included in the previous video are that you need a pot for cooking and boiling water, you need a headlamp so you can see where you're going at night, and you need a spork knife and a bowl or a cup to eat your meals. It's also a great idea to bring trash bags to line your pack in case it rains, and to bring rope and a tarp just in case you need them to make a shelter or to hang a bear bag. There goes Henry leaving for his hike, and wait, he actually looks ready!